DC, November 26, 2015, on General Augusto Pinochet's 60th birthday, November 25, 1975. Four delegations of Southern Cone's secret police chieftains gathered in Santiago, Chile, at the invitation of the Chilean Intelligence Service. Dean of their meeting, held at the War College building on La Alameda. Santiago's downtown thoroughfare was called to establish something similar to Interpol, according to the confidential meeting agenda, but dedicated to subversion. During the three-day meeting, the military officials from Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Paraguay, and Uruguay agreed to form a system of collaboration to identify, track, capture, and eliminate leftist opponents of their regimes. As the conference concluded on November 28, a member of the Uruguayan delegation rose to toast the Chileans for convening the meeting and proposed naming the new organization after the host country's national bird, the condor, according to secret minutes of the meeting. There was unanimous approval! Chilean records refer to Condor as Sistema Condor. CIA intelligence reports called it Operation Condor. It was, as John Dinges writes in his comprehensive history, the Condor years an agency of cross-border repression, whose teams went far beyond the frontiers of the member countries to launch assassination missions and other criminal operations in the United States, Mexico, and Europe. His investigation documented 654 victims of kidnapping, torture, and disappearance during Condor's actions operational period in the Southern Cone between 1976 and 1980. A subdivision of Condor code named Teseo for Theseus, the heroic warrior king of Greek mythology, established an international death squad unit based in Buenos Aires that launched 20 operations in Europe and elsewhere against opponents of the military regime. On the 50th anniversary of the secret inauguration of Operation Condor, the National Security Archive is posting a selection of documents that record the dark history of transnational repression under the Condor system. The selected records include the only known DINA document on the inaugural meeting, the closing statement of the first Inter-American meeting of national intelligence, which summarized the agreement between the original 5 Condor nations. The first declassified CIA document to name Condor as a cooperative arrangement against subversion. The heavily censored CIA document, dated June 25, 1976, provides initial intelligence on the second Condor meeting held from May 31 to June 2 in Santiago. It was the first in a flurry of CIA intelligence cables in the summer of 1976 on Condor's evolution from an intelligence sharing collaboration to a transnational system of disappearance and assassination. The subjects covered at the meeting, the CIA report noted, were more sweeping than just the exchange of information on terrorism and subversion. A CIA translation of the TASEO agreement, extraordinary document that bureaucratically records the procedures, budgets, working hours, and operational rules for selecting, organizing, and dispatching death squads to eliminate targeted enemies of the Southern Cone regimes. The TCO operation base would be located at Condor 1, Argentina. Each member country was expected to donate $10,000 to offset operational costs, and dues of $200 would be paid prior to the 30th of each month for maintenance expenses of the operations center. Expenses for agents on assassination missions abroad were estimated at $320 person for 10 days, with an additional 1,000 first time out for clothing allowance.